Hi, my name's Nolan Waffel. I'm a sophomore, and at the Rapid City Christian Invite, I started out with long jump, and coming off last year, I kind of went downhill a little bit. I didn't do very well towards the end of the season, but I came out this year and PR'd by just under a foot, and that was pretty big. I didn't expect much going into triple jump in my second event after, but my first jump, I jumped just over 40 feet, which is a PR by almost 5 feet. And then my next jump, I went up another 6 inches. And then my other two, I stayed just like at 40 feet. But I was super excited. I didn't really expect much coming out, but it was a good meet for me. And I'm excited for tomorrow in Spearfish, so see where I can get maybe 41 feet.
I'm Jack Stearns. I'm a senior. This is actually my first year throwing for Belle Fourche. I am ranked 11th in the region. Haxton's a great coach. He's taught me a lot. Still have to get that form down, but eventually I'll get there and hopefully do really well.
I'm Gunnar Geib. I do discus and shot. Last weekend we had the Douglas Early Bird Invite. I threw 34 as my best throw in shot put and hit a PR in discus, 117.3, and looking to throw farther this year.
Visiting with Brittany Clarkson, the Belle Fourche Bronx long-distance track coach, and so far it's been a good season, huh?
Yeah, it's been really good. We went to Rapid City Christian for our first meet. The girls 4x8 won there, and that was Shane Weishire, Lily Norrie, Annika Main, and Sarah Juefs, and they ended up winning, and they did really, really well for their first time. Some of them, it was their first time ever running an 800. Shane Weishire was one of those, and she really pushed it out and did really good. And then Aiden Boyles ran the 2 mile there, and I think he placed second. So that was really good for him. He's not where his time wants to be, but we are early, and so we've got a lot of time to work there. And I had a couple boys, Harley Rivera and Nick Lambert and Sawyer Clarkson, all PR in the mile, or close to. One of them was close to PRing, but really good times for the beginning of the year, which is great. And Sawyer broke the school record at the mile that also in that meet, so that was fun to watch. And then Ava and Allison also went out and ran the mile, and they had good times for this time of year. So it's been good. It's been going really good. Then tomorrow we go to Queen City, and we're looking at good weather tomorrow. So I'm super excited. Sawyer will hit the 2 mile tomorrow. Aiden will be doing the 2. Ava will be doing the 2 mile as well. This is their first time doing the 2 mile, so I'm excited for that. And we'll have a good 4x8 team going, and should be good. The weather looks like 58 and no wind. We've had wind, and we've been running in wind, and it's been so not fun. So we're ready for a not windy day and to get some good times.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us.
I'm Mike Ryan. I'm the Belle Fourche pole vault coach. We've had Douglas meet and Rapid City Christian meet so far, and so Rapid City Christian being our first, we didn't have as much time to practice as I would have preferred, but we went out there. I told them all, just take it as a practice meet. There's no pressure. First meet of the year. I just want to see what we're doing competitively, what we can work on. And actually, we had a pretty good day. My 3 girls that I took all hit opening height, and the next one, all 3 of them got 6'6". My lane long break, he got 10.6, so that was, or he cleared 10.6, but forgot to throw the pole, so his official height was 10. But he was flirting with his PR from last year already. Logan Tyndall had exactly what I was expecting, a rough-ish day, but what I was looking for was his improvement on form and performance, and that I was actually pleased to see from him. Even though it was a rough day, it was a good rough day. Jordan Sandoval and Harley Rivera both cleared their heights pretty well, so it was a good opener. And then we come into Douglas, and I vaulted, instead of Harley Rivera, I put in one of my younger kids, Justice Funk, and he's picking it up quick too, so I'm super pleased with him. Haley, again, she went out there and she hit another PR, so that's fantastic for her. Lane long break, he goes out there, Douglas, and he hits 11 foot, which ties his PR from last year, so super pleased about that. Tomorrow we've got Spearfish, and the weather as it's not great right now, it looks like it's going to be beautiful. So I've got my fingers crossed for another fantastic day.
My name is Coach Axton. I'm the throws coach here at Belle Fourche High School, and this week we had several throwers that did really well. We had Shelby. She is in the 80s to 90s. And we had Gunnar, and Gunnar just threw 121 in discus. And so we've been trying to get a lot of our freshmen to competition, and those freshmen are starting to show dividends in their throwing for both shot and disc. And that's always good to see because it helps build our program. They want to do it more, and then they turn around and they come back the next year and they get better.
Coach Slice, jumps, and we've had 2 track meets so far. Jumpers done pretty decent. Aiden Giffen and Mateo Ward right now are on top of the rankings. I know it's a little early to look at the rankings, but we're sitting up there right now, which is good. Aiden Giffen last week had a 22-foot jump, a whole foot farther than what he did at the meet the previous year. So that shows really good progress. And Mattea Ward, she over the last 2 weeks, she's busted out a high 16-foot jump. I believe she's on top of the rankings with that. Triple jump, she PR'd as well, over 34 feet. So she's sitting the top 2 or 3 in that. Got some other kids on the boys' side. Got 3 boys over 40 feet in the triple so far, and they're just hovering under that 20-foot mark. So out of the gate, we're sitting pretty good. Tomorrow we go to Spearfish for the Queen City, and we just going to go there and compete. So every track meet is kind of like, I tell our kids, it's kind of like a amped up practice. So it does, all this doesn't matter until the end game. So it's a slow build, and when we finally get there at the end, hopefully we'll peak and pay off. So we're starting well, and we're gonna keep building that momentum tomorrow.
Hey, we're visiting with Bill Abel, the Belle Fourche Bronx head track and field coach, with an update on how the athletes are doing.
Yeah, we kind of got off to a pretty decent start. First meet was at Rapid City Christian, and then we went over to the Early Bird at Douglas. Some pretty good performances. We've been a lot of distractions this spring, as always. We had a lot of different events. They're having their banquets, their play days. It just seems like everything steps in front of track during this time, early in the spring, anyways. So we haven't really had a chance to get like our relays put together solid yet, and so stuff like that can be a little frustrating, but it'll all pay out in down the road. So.
You got a big meet coming up in Spearfish tomorrow.
Yeah. The Queen City Invites, historically a tough meet. They a lot of competition. I just got an email from saying there's a lot of entries, and it's going to be a bigger meet when you have 2 different heats of the 3,200. So it should be. And then with the weather and stuff we've been dealing with, it looks like it's going to bounce, and we're going to have an isolated, really nice day, and then go right back down to some snow and winds. So we'll see. It's spring in South Dakota.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Well, thank you, and thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate it.